For centuries, it has been one of history's most unsettling mysteries. A disease that scarred faces, destroyed bodies, and shattered reputations. Its name alone, syphilis, sent shivers down the spines of kings, sailors, and commoners alike. But where did it come from? For over 500 years, scientists argued, was it born in Europe or carried across the ocean from a new, unknown land? Today, the answer may finally be within reach, hidden in the bones of a young man who died long before Columbus set sail. The first written accounts of syphilis in Europe appear in 1495. It spread like wildfire through the armies of France and Italy, leaving horrific sores and fatal complications. Some believed it was a divine punishment. Others thought it was an ancient plague reborn. The most controversial theory? That syphilis was a stowaway from the Americas, brought back by the sailors of Columbus's first voyage. But proving that theory was nearly impossible, until a forgotten skeleton from a medieval cemetery resurfaced. The first written accounts of syphilis in Europe appear in 1495. In 2010, archaeologists excavating near the small English town of Kingston upon Hull stumbled upon a medieval graveyard. Among hundreds of burials, they found the remains of a young man, no older than 25. At first glance, there was nothing unusual, until scientists noticed tiny, telltale pits and lesions etched into his bones. These marks were eerily similar to those caused by syphilis. But here's the twist. This man had died around the year 1450, decades before Columbus reached the New World. The bones were carefully stored away, catalogued, and, like so many archaeological finds, largely forgotten. For years they sat in a collection, gathering dust, as the debate over syphilis's origins raged on. Then, a team from the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology in Leipzig came across the case. They wondered, could these bones hold the answer to one of medicine's greatest historical questions? Using advanced DNA extraction techniques, the researchers carefully drilled into the man's teeth, a place where ancient pathogens sometimes hide for centuries. What they found shocked them. Fragments of genetic material belonging to the bacterium Treponema pallidum, the microbe responsible for syphilis, emerged from the samples. Not just any strain, but an ancient variant closely related to the modern disease. Even more surprising, this strain appeared to be a hybrid, a genetic blend suggesting an even older global journey than anyone imagined. This discovery hints that syphilis's story is far more complex than a single transatlantic crossing. It suggests that relatives of the syphilis bacterium may have been present in the Old World long before Columbus, and that they may have mixed with American strains to produce the deadly epidemic of the late 15th century. In other words, both sides of the debate might have been right. Once unleashed, syphilis traveled swiftly across Europe. From the brothels of Naples to the royal courts of England, no one was spared. The disease changed social behaviors, influenced medical research, and even shaped art, with Renaissance paintings subtly depicting its ravages. And all the while, its true origin story remained hidden, buried in the soil, waiting for science to catch up. This doesn't just resolve the Columbian versus pre-Columbian debate, it simply deepens it. Today, we see syphilis as just another infection, curable with modern antibiotics. But 5 centuries ago, it was a terrifying, unstoppable force. And now, thanks to one young man's skeleton, we know that the truth about its past is stranger and more tangled than the myths we've told for generations. History's secrets don't always lie in ancient scrolls or faded maps. Sometimes they rest quietly in the silent testimony of our own bones. Thanks for watching this video. If you found this journey into the past fascinating, please like and subscribe to our channel. Join us as we continue unraveling the threads of history and the hidden stories that still whisper from the silence of our world. Until next time, stay safe.